Okay, I'm gonna have to hold up my presentation because the TV part wasn't really working for me. Um, so here goes. I'm gonna discuss the importance of disaster preparation. While no one wants to think about a disaster striking, the simple truth of the matter is sometimes we really don't have a choice. If you have ever been involved in a natural disaster or a disaster of any kind, then you can understand what I mean when I say it can be terrifying. I myself have never been involved in one, but I would like to think that I am extremely prepared if it were to happen for the safety of myself and my family. I'm going to give a couple of examples of disasters that happen fairly often in Texas and how we could make getting through them easier. Some disasters happen more often than others, as we know. It could be geographic, it could be any kind of disaster really. Some that are very common in Texas, according to a graphic published in USA Today by Patrick L. Abbott in 2005, are fires, tornadoes, hurricanes, heat waves, and flash floods. These occur extremely often, and the time between each one can range, but when they do happen, you don't want to be caught off guard. They can be horrifying, and if your family has a plan in place, it could make a big difference. That's the next point I'm going to get to, being caught off guard though. You don't want to get caught off guard because if you do, you never know what can happen. You don't feel that security of knowing what you would do if something were to happen. You don't know when something can happen. You could get an alert in the middle of the night that there's a warning. Not everyone watches the news in advance, and sometimes the news just can't tell what is going to happen. An article in Disaster Room stated emergencies come in many forms, and having the right checklist, supplies, and a kit for any possible contingency can aid in making your family safe. This is very true. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of things. It takes basic basic things, and you can be prepared. Making sure you're ready for these moments doesn't have to take a lot of preparation. There are smaller steps that can be taken that can make a big impact on the events that happen. So we come to the next point. Be prepared. Sorry if y'all can't read that. One way to help the situation is to have an emergency plan that's put together with all the members in the household. You should check for emergency shelters in your community. Maybe they have certain procedures that they take when something happens. You should make escape routes within the house. Get your family together. Getting them together will be great for them. Discuss everything so that way they're not fearful. And plan a meeting spot in case any members of the household are lost or you just don't, sometimes you don't know where anyone goes. They kind of just run off in their own ways. So just plan a meeting spot and have everybody come together at the end so that way you know for sure that y'all were all safe. Being prepared for an event has more advantages than just being content as a person. Family values will grow and strengthen as they come together and discuss possibilities of such occurrences. Children will react better to the situations if they are taught to understand what's going to happen and how they're going to handle things. This can also build stronger bonds between family members. Not a lot of families get together and prepare for these kinds of things, so whenever they do happen, they're all lost. Educating everyone in the family is always the best way to go. Ready.gov is a government website that was recently updated in January 2014, and it states that the importance of preparing your family for a natural disaster is very, very big. They have a PDF you can download and fill out, and you can plan it with your family all together. You can print it out if you want, or you can email it to everybody in your family so that way other people who aren't within the household even know what you would be doing. Basically, whether you're in the household or not, if you're in another state, anywhere, everyone should know. There's disasters going on right now in Washington. There's disasters everywhere, and they're getting scary. And sometimes the family members in other states don't know what's going on, and it's better if they would have known ahead of time because they would know what to expect for their family to do and when they can expect to hear from them or even how. So we've reviewed the type of disasters that can hit, the way we can be prepared for them, and the benefits of disaster preparation. So whether you or not you've been involved in a disaster before, you can see how easy it is to do the simple steps to prepare for one. Instead of dealing with these disasters at the last moment, we should take time to prepare ourselves as well as our family members so they won't be scared when these occurrences do happen.